Okay, let's go ahead and begin. I think everyone that signed up for today's course is here. So this is a required course. Just to let you know before we get started, this course is being recorded, and it is a required course that you have to take within 60 days of registering with BridgeMLS. So if you guys are within your 60 days, great. If you go past your 60 days, there could be some, penalties and some fines, but it is a required course. My course is going to be introduction to BridgeMLS. We're going to go into Paragon and we're going to go into ConnectMLS. And and sorry, I just had someone asked to join. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So for the riddle, most everyone got it correct. I love this riddle. I think it kind of fits our industry of, talking about one-story houses. But thank you for those that answered in the chat privately to me. But yeah, so there is a one-story house where everything is yellow. The walls are yellow, the doors are yellow, all the furniture is yellow, the house is yellow. It has yellow beds, yellow couches, and what color are the stairs? So the answer to the riddle is, if it's a one-story, it wouldn't have any stairs. And so, but some of the answers were really great. Like, well, if it was a two-story and had stairs, the stairs would be yellow. I had an interesting answer too, and they said, well, even if it's a one-story, there could be stairs leading up to the porch, and those stairs would be yellow. And I'm like, excellent answer. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So again, this is the MLS new member orientation. Today's February 9th, 2021. You guys will be getting credit for this class. And the way we do that credit is in the chat. I did send the link to our Google Sheet for our roll call. So please make sure, if you're just now joining us, click on that link. Put in your first and last name, how it appears on the MLS, and then your RO number. Also, when you register for the class, it also tells us when you log in for the class and when you log out. And so we do audit that as well. We just want to make sure that everyone who registered for the class, again, it's a required class. And so therefore, we do have that expectation that you are here from beginning to end. So in saying that, my course is only from 12 to 2. So this is going to be the introductional part to BridgeMLS, ConnectMLS, and Paragon. Rules and regulations start at 2 o'clock, and that's from 2 to 3. If you've taken my class before, you don't have to stay on, but if you want to join or have to take the rules and regulations, you can come back at 2 o'clock. But if you've taken the rules and regulations class before, but haven't taken my class, stay on from 12 to 2, and then once Lynn gets on, she will go in and do roll call for her class. That's going to be a whole different link. We don't require you to have your cameras on, but just in good faith that you guys are paying attention, because we just want to make sure that you guys get the best out of your subscription, your participation with us, and learn how to, the basic functionalities of ConnectMLS, of Paragon, and our website. And then most importantly, those rules and regulations, those are going to benefit you from getting any fines, any violations sent your way. So we want to do our best to make sure that we give you the information that you need to be successful and to avoid any violations that could cause fines. So as a BridgeMLS participant and subscriber, you now have access to our MLS database and a variety of BridgeMLS benefits, including your MLS system of choice, which is ConnectMLS and Paragon, MLS tools, mobile applications, CMA generators, free MLS training through myself, and much more. So on today's agenda, We will be going over the BridgeMLS homepage navigation. I'll show you where your MLS login is. We'll go over the member portal briefly, go over the member center. This is where you're going to find your MLS rules and frequently asked questions, member applications. It's going to be really important for you. Member benefits. This is where I'm going to talk about the products that we provide at no additional cost to you as a subscriber to BridgeMLS. Go over our training and events. Go over some news. I'm going to briefly go over the NorCal MLS Alliance and frequently asked questions. Go over the About Us section and how the MLS works for you. I'll go over our contact information, and then I'm going to log into ConnectMLS and give you a brief demonstration of ConnectMLS. I'll go over the basic functionalities of that MLS platform, and then Paragon as well. I'll do the same thing, log into Paragon and show you guys around. And then rules and regulations, again, that's going to be hosted by Laniqua Coleman. She's our compliance specialist. And just some housekeeping rules. So if you can utilize the chat function for any questions, and that's going to help us for time-saving purposes. And the reason why I like to do that is because sometimes I get really eager agents in my class that, want to learn and ask questions, but most times your questions I do cover in this course. And so I usually wait into the end to go over questions, because by the time I end the course, most definitely I would have answered your question. So if you can keep your mics muted to limit any interruptions, I'd appreciate that. You, again, are required to be in attendance throughout the entire course. We will have roll call at the beginning, which I just did, and at the end of each segment. This class is also being recorded. So before I actually dive right in, I'm just going to check the chat real quick. All righty, looks like we're good to go. Depending on time, I'll try to give you some at least a 5-minute, 10-minute break before Lynn starts. That way you can, get a bathroom break or what have you. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so a little bit about who we are, our mission statement, our vision, and our services. So we're dedicated in supporting participants to succeed and profit. Our mission is to provide participants access to reliable data through innovative technology. And we do service 2 associations. So we do service the Delta Association of Realtors and the Bridge Association of Realtors. So BridgeMLS is the leading MLS source in the Northern California Bay Area region with access to over 10 MLSs, providing more than 80% state coverage. So BridgeMLS has 2 systems of choice. Both systems house all BridgeMLS data. Our members have the option to choose a primary MLS option, or they can toggle between both systems. So our first system of choice is going to be ConnectMLS. ConnectMLS is 100% mobile friendly and responsive. It was crafted by a realtor. And some of the feature highlights is the transaction management system, the client portal, which is one of my favorite parts of ConnectMLS. I love to talk about that client portal, the smart bar, the map and list view, and the customer relations management system. Paragon is our second system of choice. Paragon is our legacy system. It has a comprehensive MLS that allows agents to work from their laptops 24/7. Some feature highlights is the collaboration center, which is really great. The power search, the action icons. You'll hear me say throughout this course, I have some favorites, and I can tell you when I say a favorite, it's for me, I feel like these are really helpful tools. In Paragon, that action icon is probably going to be your go-to, but I'll show you all of that when we get into Paragon. All of the favorite things that I mentioned, I'll highlight once we get into those platforms. And then we have multiple property layouts with Paragon and the Market Monitor. So what is the NorCal MLS Alliance? This is a coalition of 7 leading Northern California MLSs. So within Paragon and ConnectMLS, you're going to have access to the Barry's Regional MLS. You have access to Bay East, BridgeMLS. You have access to Contra Costa, MetroList, MLS Listings, and San Francisco. That's logging into either system. So again, NorCal MLS Alliance partners are accessible in its entirety on our home platforms, ConnectMLS and Paragon. So you no longer need to sign into another MLS to view their data. It will all be available on our MLS platforms. All listings that are entered into BridgeMLS will automatically display into SFAR, Barry's, Metro, and MLS listings. And so for that reason, the SSO, which is the single sign-on, into these systems have been deactivated. And that was effective January 20th of 2021 when this coalition started. So here is ConnectMLS. Which is, again, our first system of choice. You see here on the screen, this top part here just shows some statistics. This is a CMA summary report. But what I like about ConnectMLS is that you can access ConnectMLS from any smartphone that you have, whether it's an iPhone or an Android, your iPad, and your laptop. So as you log into your laptop, ConnectMLS will recognize the interface, your iPad, and your phone. It'll automatically customize to fit your phone, which is really great. So it was built by a realtor. ConnectMLS was crafted by a former realtor, so its functionality is seamless, it's intuitive, and designed with real estate professionals in mind. It's lightning fast in terms of providing data in ConnectMLS support and customization. And when I say customization too, I'll also go in and show you how to set up all of your branding information, because ConnectMLS, through that client portal that I told you about, that's one of my favorite things about ConnectMLS. Is that you can actually put in all of your branding information, and so that you could correspond with clients, potential clients, and so forth. Mobile friendly again, so making ConnectMLS accessible anywhere, anytime, on any device. And there's no download necessary, so you don't need to go into Google Play or the App Store to download the app. You just log into ConnectMLS and you're good to go. Again, the Client Connect portal. This is where you could set up auto prospecting for with the Client Connect, easy access, and again, the agent branding, my favorite. So we've got you covered. Additionally, within the ConnectMLS and Paragon, again, BridgeMLS participants and subscribers have access to more MLS data than any other MLS in Northern California. So that again includes data from our local jurisdictions, that's Bay East, Contra Costa, SFAR, MLS Listings, Barry's, and MetroList. And so here on my screen is the color-coded map of the NorCal MLS integration. So you see everything here in this like orange color. This is going to cover North Bay through Barry's. So again, if you log into ConnectMLS, or if you log into Paragon, you're going to have access to all of these areas here through Bay East, BridgeMLS, and CCAR. And the green here covers East Bay. You have San Francisco in purple. You have here South Bay with MLS Listings. And here you have MetroList, covers parts of Nevada. Placer, Yolo, Sacramento. And then there's more. So BridgeMLS offers additional coverage that's integrated through ConnectMLS and ConnectMLS only. So again, logging into ConnectMLS and Paragon, we share the same data. But if you log into ConnectMLS, and this is why we say it's one of our systems of choice, our first systems of choice, because you have the option as a participant, access to both of them. So whichever one you prefer to work with, you can toggle between the both. But if you want access to over 80% state coverage, that's going to be through ConnectMLS, because you have access to 4 other MLSs. You have access to CDAR, which serves the Riverside County, Mecca, Coachella, Palm Desert, Palm Springs, and more. You have access to CLAW, which serves the Beverly Hills, Greater LA, Malibu, Southwest Los Angeles. You have access to CRMLS and CRISNet. And so this is what the coverage map looks like. So logging into ConnectMLS, you're going to have all of the Northern California MLS access, and then several of the Southern California. And what I like about this is because I know in your industry, if you have someone that a client that, maybe is relocating from Northern California to Southern California, instead of referring those out to other agents, you could really still take care of their needs through ConnectMLS. And then here's a closer look of the MLSs here in the area that they cover here. Again, that's through ConnectMLS. And yeah, we're really proud because no other Northern California MLS provides this much data. So you guys made a really good choice in choosing BridgeMLS. And so for Paragon here, you see on this screen, the top picture here, this is just a picture of the dashboard of Paragon. And then this bottom picture, this is through a picture of the Connect Help site, which I really like too. One of my favorite things, and I will show you when we log into Paragon. This help site is available 24 hours, 7 days a week. You're going to see pre-recorded webinars on everything you need to know about Paragon, whether you want to learn more about the homepage, whether you want to learn how to conduct a search, working with results after you do your search. You have your collaboration center, how to enter contacts, listings if you want to learn how to upload any listings, how to create a CMA through Paragon, preferences, we'll go over that as well. And then you have some live webinars as well. I do teach live webinars on Paragon, but Paragon also offers you guys free classes. And then it also has a Paragon Academy. What I like about utilizing this site is the fact that you can learn at your own pace, because what you can do is start a pre-recorded webinar about, let's just say, a search, and then stop, or pause, go log into Paragon, conduct a search, pause and play and learn as you go. So it's really, really neat. And then again, if you run into any problems, you have me here for training, and then our BridgeMLS support team. And so again, Paragon is our legacy system. So BridgeMLS users have had access to Paragon since the early 2000s. It has tons of data, which is really great. So the systems date back to 1996. Has multiple report layouts, so you can choose from an extensive list of legacy reports. And again, they're accessible at any time. And again, I just kind of went into this briefly. You have the Help Connect site. So if you need additional assistance after hours, you can access the help site. This is available to all members 24/7. You can watch videos, read user manuals, and much more. Oh, went ahead. Okay, so in getting started with your subscription or your participation with BridgeMLS, So the BridgeMLS website is going to be your one-stop shop for everything. This is one of my favorite parts to go over in this course because it's so helpful. And I don't think a lot of our agents, our members really know everything there is to know about our website and how helpful it can be. And so I'll teach you all that. So everything that you need related to your MLS membership, we'll review everything on the BridgeMLS website, from the toolbar, additional tools and resources that will help you with your membership, show you how to find various member forms, the area locator, which is awesome, and much more. Again, we have a live chat support. This is going to be Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So right on our website, the bottom right-hand corner, and I'll point that out, is our live chat that you can speak directly to our support team if you have run into any problems with any of our member products. And that web address is bridgemls.com. And before I go in and show you that, we want to stay connected with you guys through our social media platforms. We're always releasing great information, helpful tools. So if you're on Facebook, which you guys should be, or Instagram, follow us. Just look up BridgeMLS and like our pages, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel and our newsletter. We also have a podcast that we put out every month. And then this is going to be your MLS compliance staff. Here at the top is a picture of myself. I am Carmen Miranda, the training and PR specialist with BridgeMLS. This is my contact information. I'll put that in the chat here towards the end of the class. Laniqua Coleman, she goes by Lynn. She is our compliance specialist. She is going to be the one hosting rules and regulations here at 2 o'clock. And then you have Dominic, Michael, and Carrie. These are going to be the guys you will talk to. There are behind the scenes guys and our support team. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I can't say enough. And that's not only because I work for BridgeMLS, but these guys are so good. They go over and beyond for any of our participants. If you run into any problems like entering a listing or for a search or putting in a contact or, any technical issues you're having with any of our products, all you would have to do is either go to our website and start a live chat with our support team, or you can email them support@bridgemls.com. That is your local MLS support, and their number, you can call them 925-363-2333. And then, our main goal here is just to make your lives easier. I know being a new realtor, an agent, or what have you, there's going to be a lot of it on your plate, but we're here to help you. And so that is the end of that slide that I wanted to show you. And then we're going to go right in to our website. So let me go to our website and you guys should see my website here. So let me move this out. I like to minimize myself so that I am not looking at myself while I'm talking to you as well. But here we're going to cover a lot of things. Probably going to be about a 30-minute overview of our website. So here you see, this is our home page here. You scroll through, we have a ticker that runs across that always shows us our recent news. Every month, we also put out a BridgeMLS news video. This is really important, you guys, to look at every month. You can find this news video on our YouTube channel. We have it there for all of the months, our current month, and then any previous months. We also keep the video playing here on our website for the current month, but we're always talking about like what's going on in the MLS, any changes to any of our systems, NAR rules and regulations that have made change. So they're typically no more than 4 minutes long. So I highly suggest you go in and listen to that news video. Then you scroll down a little bit more, you have upcoming events and training here, some flyers that you can register for some classes. We go over, we show you the ConnectMLS coverage map that I showed you on my PowerPoint here. And then on the bottom right-hand corner, this is where you're gonna find your online chat with us. You click on that and you get to speak to someone through chat on our support team. So let's go into your MLS login. So let me log into that. So I'm going to click on it, put in my username and password. And so this is going to house all of the member applications you see here. Let me make sure you guys can see that. Yes, okay. You might hear me say from time to time, let me make sure you guys can see that, because I am using dual monitors. So sometimes when I open things up, I have to make sure it's on the right screen there. So you have access to Paragon, ConnectMLS, Bridge Interactive. You see here different member products that we offer. We also have a link here to the MLS rules and regulations, which is really important. Your member portal, you have access, Paragon and ConnectMLS. And let's go back to our website. Here, ConnectMLS. So if you know that ConnectMLS is going to be your system of choice and you just want to work with ConnectMLS, you find that to be more user-friendly and easier to use, and you want to bypass all of the other member applications like you see here, and you just want to work with ConnectMLS, this is the direct link to log in just to ConnectMLS. Here you have your member portal, and I'm going to click on that and log in. Okay, so your member portal, this is going to house your member information. So through the portal, you can edit your profile information, you could view and pay invoices, view notifications, and you have access to quick links. So here you can edit your profile on the left, your basic information, your name, and so forth. Here you'll see any notifications, any alerts. Here you have some quick links. So you have links to our, if you're a member of Bridge Association of Realtors, this is a link to the website, link to our BridgeMLS website, National Association of Realtors, and the California Association of Realtors. If you have any upcoming courses through Bridge AOR, you'll see those here. And then to the right of the screen here, if you have any account balances, it'll show up right here. And then you have this really convenient Pay Now button. And then also, not only could you update your profile information here on the left of the screen, at the top of the screen here, these toolbars under member, your member profile. Here you could add in a little bit more detail. So I'm going to click on that. You can choose your gender. Here's some more contact information. This is going to be your personal information. The next tab over, this is your card on file. This is where you could this is where you could go in and update your credit card information or your debit card information for easy billing or easy payment. And then back under member at the top, my account. Here's where you can see any open invoices and the history. And let's go back to our website here. So the next thing I wanted to show you here is the Member Center. This provides important information such as your member application, where you would find various documents and forms associated with your BridgeMLS membership, your BridgeMLS frequently asked questions, IDX, MLS rules, which include helpful tips of the most misunderstood rules, the area locator, and the area map. So under Member Center again, if you want to read anything about our office closures for COVID-19, you can click on that. Member application, I'm going to click on that and give you a little quick tour. So again, if you need any application forms that's associated with your membership, here you're going to find all of those forms. They're PDF forms. You could click on, save to your computer, print. Here's some residential input sheets, some commercial input sheets for your use. And then back on Member Center, BridgeMLS frequently asked questions. I like to show you guys this because most times it's going to be the same questions over and over again. That's why they call it frequently asked questions. But yeah, you can go through here and kind of see if you have any of these questions, and the answers are right there for you. Here you have your IDX and frequently asked questions. And then here, one of the most important here are the MLS rules and frequently asked questions. I'm going to click on that so I can show you what that looks like. So here you have your current MLS rules, the clear cooperation policy, your NAR MLS standard, how to report a violation. Here you'll find all of your waivers. And then this is the part also that Lynn's going to go over, the most misunderstood rules. This is where you're going to find her segment of what she goes over. So I believe there's 7 of them. I won't go into details because that's her thing, but I always like to show you guys where to find that on our website. And then also the frequently asked questions as well. So I think this is a really good thing to review and maybe save it, bookmark it on your computers. And then area maps by property address. This is a really neat feature. So I just clicked on, may have done that too fast, I'm sorry. Member Center still, and then right under MLS rules or frequently asked questions, you click on area maps by property address. So basically you would use this if you want to know what the area number for any listings will be. So what you would do here, how to utilize that is you just enter the city. So I'm just going to do just a basic search here. Click on search, you put in the house number and the street name. So I'm going to do Shoreline Court. Oh, that's misspelled. Here we go. And then click on search. And then look at there. So it says for that particular listing on 142 Shoreline Court in Richmond is in area 1707. So it gives you that area map. So that I feel is like such a helpful tool for you guys, especially if you're new to the area and you're not familiar with all of the area numbers. That's where you can find it. And then also, if you just want to save the area maps to your computer, under Member Center still, so we just looked at area maps by property address, where you go in and actually put in the data. But area maps, if you click on this, which I'm going to click on, here you can find your PDF files for all of the area maps. So you can download this PDF, has area codes by cities, print it, save it to your computer. Here you have your, it breaks it up, your Alameda maps, Berkeley maps, and so on. So I think that's a very helpful tool here that we provide you guys. Member benefits here. So this is where we house free membership products. We have the training center that includes live sessions. That's going to be with me. You can also find pre-recorded training videos, user guides, and my events and training calendar. Before we go into member benefits, just because we're talking about my events and training, I'm going to show you several ways where you can find my training calendar. Most of you probably already know how to find it because you registered for this class, but there's several ways to find that class. So it's going to be member benefits under events and training. That'll take you directly to my calendar. But if you're on the home page here, so I'm going to go back on the home page. Here's a quick link right here, this little orange button, training and events. Click on that, it's going to take you directly to my training calendar. And again, if you scroll down on the home page, we do have upcoming events, some flyers here that you can just click on. These are going to be my most recent upcoming training classes. If you want to book an office exclusive training, so let's just say you've heard in your office that some of your agents that you're working with are needing more training, you can bring it up to them and let them know, like, hey, Carmen could book an office exclusive training for all of us. Especially if you look at the training calendar and you don't see any of your training needs on my calendar, you want to book like a customized training class, I can do that as well. All you would have to do is click on this link, and that'll give you my contact information where you can reach out to me, and then we can figure it out. So, okay, let's go back under member benefits, membership products. Okay, so this is not where you're going to access the member products. There's different ways to access these. Most of them is going to be on your member application through your MLS login. This is just going to show you what we provide you as a participant or subscriber. You'll hear me say either one. A subscriber or participant of BridgeMLS. So you have access to so many additional products. Like you have access to RentSpree. So this is an all-in-one online rental application platform. So you guys get a free account with RentSpree. You guys have access to our two MLS platforms, ConnectMLS and Paragon. We have our true mobile sites. You have access again to ConnectMLS because that's a true mobile site, HomeSpotter and HomeSnap. You get Realtor.com, RPR. You have some ad and editing tools. So if you have a listing you need to add into our system, you're going to go through Paragon to do that, or utilize Bridge Interactive. We also have a photo and video editing tool with Box Brownie. You guys get a free subscription with Box Brownie and reduced rates for any video editing. So this is really good for any of your listings that you are showcasing. And then you have some everyday tools. This is HomeLight. HomeLight was previously called Disclosures.io. You have Cloud CMA. This is going to be a report generator. One of my favorite products here. I highly recommend taking one of my classes for Cloud CMA so that you could do comparative market analysis. You can schedule a buyer's tour, property reports, you can customize flyers. What I like about Cloud CMA, and I won't stay on this too long, is that you could create a flyer. The most benefit I feel like you'll get from it, because now, I mean, not that now, but we're still kind of in a heightened state of our pandemic, with COVID still running rampant, and not doing face-to-face meetings, is that you can generate a CMA report, and through Cloud CMA, you could do a presentation via Zoom that's linked to your Cloud CMA. It's super professional, super easy. It's really, really cool. Great for agent branding as well. So I highly recommend signing up for Cloud CMA for one of my classes. You also get Cloud MLS, Cloud Streams. You have access to CRS data, which pulls from the county assessor's office and offers custom searches, property tax records, and so forth. You also have access to showing time to schedule and secure any showings. And then so much more. I mean, look, additional resources. You have access to New Home Professional. If you work with like new homes, new developers, Rate Plug, Key Boom, Data Master, look at that. Another neat thing, one of my favorites, I'm telling you, if every time I say favorite, write that down and do some more research, but Rate My Agent. Also, you get a free account with that. So this is like the Yelp of in our industry for agents. And so this is where you could house all of your testimonials, all of your reviews all on one platform. Rate My Agent's really, really great. So you also get an account with them. So again, this is just give you a list of all of our member products that we offer, but you're gonna wanna go into BridgeMLS, your member applications, and this is where we house most of them. So again, ConnectMLS, here's Bridge Interactive, Paragon, Rent Spree. Here you have your Cloud CMA, Box Brownie, Home Light Listing, Rate My Agents right here. So, okay, let me go back. Let's go into the training center. So this is going to be like the one-stop shop for your BridgeMLS learning needs. This is where we're going to house pre-recorded webinars that we've had. Most recently, we've just added Rent Spree. So this is a new product that's just came on board with BridgeMLS. We did have a training class here in May, this past May. So if you want to learn a little bit more about Rent Spree, take a look at that training course. Need to learn a little bit more about showing time, do that here. Paragon Connect. This is the mobile version of Paragon. So when you log into Paragon from your smartphone or your iPad, it's not going to automatically change the interface to fit your phone. You're going to want to use Paragon Connect if you're using your smartphone. And then here is a pre-recorded little instructional video on kind of how to get started. Excuse me. It has an introduction PDF, it has more instruction videos, and then a listing edit video. And if you scroll down here to the right of the screen, you're going to see pre-recorded webinars for some of our products here. I just got distracted because Disclosures.io, I just noticed that needs to say Home Light, sorry. Home Light Listing, because that's the new name. But yeah, so we have a Paragon webinar here. If you need to download and use any of the manuals, you have a Bridge Interactive one. Here you have a ConnectMLS training PDF handout and ConnectMLS and Paragon. And then to the left of the screen, you have our live sessions. So any of these courses I'll be teaching once a month. And then I provide you a link here to my training calendar. So several ways to find my calendar. And then if you scroll down, you're gonna see some short videos, little short videos on some of our member products. They're typically not more than 3 to 4 minutes long, but yeah. I highly recommend bookmarking this one as well. And then events and training again. Let's look at that real quick. Here you have flyers. This flyer here is to my classes in February. Yeah, so look, I have a ConnectMLS mobile on Tech Tuesday. So every Tuesday, you're most likely, every Tuesday, we have a hashtag Tech Tuesday where I spotlight a member product. On the 15th, I'll have ConnectMLS mobile. So I'll show you what it looks like on the mobile site. And Paragon Essentials. So today we're not going to have a lot of time to go in and really dig into Paragon. I just go in and show you the basic functionalities, but I do dive in a lot deeper in Paragon Essentials on February 17th, Bridge Interactive. So if this is an added editing tool for your listings, that's on February 22nd. And then ConnectMLS Essentials, the same thing as Paragon, where I take in a deeper dive into ConnectMLS. So you can click on any of these links to register. And then of course, here's my calendar. And I believe March is up already with all of my classes, and April. You're going to see my classes here, and then you'll see other classes from our member products and some of our vendors. They also provide classes, so like HomeSnap. Let me see, I'll post on here. We have some Paragon shorts. So these Paragon shorts are like 20-minute specific tools within Paragon. This is going to be a new home search pro, so how to work with builders to sell and show new homes. So yeah, we try to put in as much training as we can here for you. And let's go into news. Okay, so the next tab over is the news, and then we'll wrap this up because I want to stay on time because I want to start ConnectMLS right at 1 o'clock. But BridgeMLS News, podcast, and the NorCal MLS Alliance. Quickly show you BridgeMLS News. This is where you're going to find anything associated with the MLS, any important news features we put out. You can read that. And our podcast. And the NorCal MLS Alliance. So if you're new into the industry and you kind of missed the whole I don't want to say debacle because it wasn't that bad, but it was a lot. We only had our systems with our MLS, BridgeMLS, and then here in January we combined all of the other MLSs, the other 7 or 6 rather, onto a system. We're sharing this data, so it was pretty interesting. But here is all the information if you want to go back and look at how the NorCal MLS was created. We have some YouTube webinars when we first started, and some frequently asked questions. And then here at the bottom right-hand corner, if you want to visit their actual website to get additional information, you just click here. It takes you to the NorCalMLSalliance.com. And then also here, I wanted to show you the next one here about us. You're going to find our board of directors, our MLS committee, MLS staff, and then how the MLS works for you. So you're going to find that here and in the know. So there's 2 places. If you guys have some time, go in and look at this, how the MLS works for you. So I'll show you real quickly. So basically, this is just basically going to tell you like how to best utilize the MLS, how to educate your clients on the MLS, because what we're trying, this group here that put together the In the Know is basically, this. Actually, I'm going to take you to their website. So this is the information. I'm sorry, this is not really part of my presentation, but I just recently learned about this, some more information. So I thought, oh my God, I have to add this into our new member orientation and just briefly go over it. But then the more I look at it, I get sidetracked. So I'm like, oh, I want to show you this and I want to show you that, and then get off track. So this is going to show you the basic information of In the Know. But if you click on this little button here, this is going to take you directly to the actual website, MLS In the Know. And so if you have any buyers, you can click on there and learn like how to utilize the MLS for any of your buyers, for your sellers, and how it works. So basically they put this together because it's going to show your clients, and once you read into this, there's some great YouTube videos. What I'm going to do is at the end of my section of this course, and when Lynn goes on, I'm going to add into the chat some YouTube links that you can either embed into your website or share on your Facebook or your social media, share with your clients. And basically, you are going to want to show your clients like why they should use you, because you are the professional. You know everything about the MLS, because you don't want them going and searching on Zillow and trusting Zillow. Zillow for their searches, you're going to want them to know, like, to trust you because you are basically in the know. So there's 2 videos for the buyer, 1 for the seller. I think it's like less than 2 minutes. It's an amazing video that you can share. So I'll put that in the chat as well. But let me stop talking about that because I can just go on and on. Here's some quick links to our social media. So our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and our Instagram. So please go in and follow, like, share, subscribe. And let me see here. I believe that is everything that I want to show you on the website. Let's go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break. Let's just meet here back at 1 o'clock, and then we'll go in to ConnectMLS first. I'm going to show you ConnectMLS, and then we're going to go log into Paragon. So yeah, let's go ahead and meet back here at 1 o'clock. Okay. I think everyone should be back. It's 1 o'clock. Before we dive into Connect MLS, does anybody have any questions in reference to anything I showed them right now as far as the website or anything like that?
Hi, this is Ann Koffler. I had a question, but I think I found it because I was trying to follow what you're navigating about the member center, I believe, or benefits. And yours had like the MLS rules, MLS or facts. And I think mine was under MLS compliance documents. It just looked different.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me share my screen real quick. And MLS rules. So from the member applications, we're going to go into ConnectMLS here and go over some stuff, but this is also a quick link to the MLS rules and regulations. So if you click on that, it should bring up this page. And then if you keep scrolling down, you see the most misunderstood, and then keep scrolling where you see the frequently asked questions. You're saying you don't see this part?
No, I see that part now, but when you were navigating and you were using the tabs up above, right underneath the bridge, it was, you know, on your drop down, it looked different from my drop down. But I see now where to find it. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking that question. Good. Yeah, because that's a really important question. All right, let's go ahead.
I have a question. Can an agent using to input their listing using ConnectMLS?
Well, that feature actually isn't available until the end of March. So I'll go over that here shortly. But right now, in order to input a listing, it's only going to be in Paragon or Bridge Interactive.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. All righty, let's go in. Let me minimize this. Minimize that, and then, okay, let's start a new share, and we'll go right into ConnectMLS. Here we are. Okay, we got about 25 minutes to go over ConnectMLS, and then after that, I'm going to dive into Paragon and then hand you over to Lynn. So this class also is going to be recorded. So I'm going to go over very quickly. Again, this is just the basic functionalities of ConnectMLS. And so I know you're probably going to want to write notes and stuff, but in doing that, you might miss something that I might say. But if you just want to just pay close attention, and then once this course is complete, as far as the rules and regulations part, it uploads to the cloud. Once that link is available, if you want to shoot me an email, send me an email, and I can send you the recording so that you don't miss anything. All right, so here is our ConnectMLS, our home page. At the top of the screen, you're going to see our toolbar. This is going to be your go-to. And then you'll see several what we call widgets. You have your showing time widget, tools and resources. You have your client activity here, bulletins, your market activity, automatic searches, transaction updates. We have some shortcuts here and a blog. Don't you worry, I'm going to go through each of these here in just a bit and kind of give you a quick summary on how these work. But right now, I'm just going to go through each tab and give you a summary of what all these tabs do. The first button here, My MLS, basically it's just going to take you back to the home page. So anywhere you are in the system, if you want to get back to the home page, you click on the home and it'll bring you back. So this little search icon here with the magnifying glass, this is where you can find various search options. You can choose from residential income, commercial. You can also search for your own personal inventory. So we had a really great question here about whether if in ConnectMLS we can add listings. As of right now, they're working on that. So that should be available to all ConnectMLS users by the end of March, so that you can use ConnectMLS to add your listings. However, if you go into Paragon or Bridge Interactive and enter your listings, it's automatically going to transfer over to ConnectMLS. So you'll get to see your listings here, ConnectMLS. We'll house them there. You just can't add or you can't edit them. Is all. So you can see your personal inventory here. Listings, here we go. So if you're going to add or edit any of your listings, we give you these really quick links. You have your link to Bridge Interactive. You guys are familiar with using that, or Paragon. And then view and manage your listing transactions. This is where you can see all of your transactions. And then here you have your reports. You have several different reports that you can choose from. You also have your payment calculators here and your forms. These are going to be default forms that are set up by your brokerage. So, but you will have your BridgeMLS forms and your broker forms and some zip forms for ConnectMLS. You're not going to have an admin button. The smart bar. So this is a really interesting tool. Interesting in a way, like interesting, like really, really good, really, really helpful. One of my favorites. So the smart bar here, this is basically like the Google of ConnectMLS. So it's a smart tool that allows you to transition between any device. So you can pick up where you left off. You can search up to 5 different categories. You can put in a listing number, listing address, an agent name, a license name, license number, client name, office. And what I like about it is that the smart bar dates and timestamps all of your searches. So this is why we say it's like user-friendly in a sense where you can work from anywhere. So you'll see here my recent history. I did a search for a client. I did a residential search. I did a search for listings here. And to the right, you see a date and time stamped of when I did that. So if you are on your laptop and you go into the smart bar, you run a search for anything. Again, 5 different categories. So you can search for most everything here. And, you know, you have to get up and go and, you know, work out in the field and you're working from your smartphone and you need to go back to what you was just recently working on, you can do that. So if you are working with a particular listing, you can grab your smartphone, go to the smart bar, go to your recent history and see date type, the date and time stamp. So that's really, really a really cool thing. You click on here, it's going to take you directly to so you'll see it has, it just houses that history on and on and on and on. And let's go here. This is going to be this little folder right next to the smart bar. This is what we call my listings and transaction. So any listings, any transactions associated with your listings that you've entered in Paragon or through Bridge Interactive will be housed here. The next section over, my clients. This is where you're going to add your clients. You can click on this little button here, top left-hand corner, to add a client. So I'm going to add it. Let me do a new share. I don't know. Oh yeah, you guys can see it. Okay, cool. Anything with a red little asterisk by the box, that's going to be a required field. And then click on more details here at the bottom. That's going to open up this dialog box and you'll see some more red asterisks. You can put in a ton of information here, but you just need the basic information as far as their status, their name and their type, whether it's a buyer, seller, client, prospect, bank lender, you name it, family relative that you're working with. Just click add. And then it's gonna save it 2 different ways. You'll have these little thumbnail tiles is what I like to call them. kind of looks like a little Rolodex. You can click on it, get all of their information, or you can see it here on a spreadsheet view and scroll down. I only have 4 clients in mind. This spreadsheet view is really neat because it'll tell you if their status, their type, when you created their profile, and then the last time they logged into their client portal, because when you set up a client in the system, they automatically get their own portal. And I'll show you what that looks like here in a bit when I go back to the home page. So the next section here, my service partners. This is also really neat. Any service partners that you work with, any reliable vendors that you work with, it could be lenders, it could be title companies, inspectors, anybody that you work with, kind of like your own personal Rolodex here again, or your business Rolodex. You enter that just by clicking on Add New, this little button here. And then you can add in your reliable database. And that way, if you have a client that needs a referral for a certain vendor, you can actually go into ConnectMLS and send them their contact information. When I go deeper into the client portal, I'll show you what that looks like, but it's really neat. So I highly recommend updating this, field here for your service partners. The next section over, Prospecting Manager. This is where you're going to see all of your automatic searches that you have running for your clients. You can conduct a new search from here. You can edit your notification templates, edit your searches here, and so forth. My favorite. So this is basically kind of like what we call like the shopping cart of ConnectMLS. So anywhere you are in the system, if you see a little star and it's asking you to save your favorites, it'll be housed in this area here. So you can save searches, you can save, not searches, I'm sorry, reports and so forth there. CRS tax is the next little button here. So this is going to, if you click on this link, I'm going to do that. It's going to take you directly to CRS data. Again, make sure you guys can see that. Yeah. It's going to take you directly here. Again, you get a free subscription with CRS data. If you're logging into CRS data from the first time, it's going to ask you for your basic information to set up. Make sure that you select BridgeMLS as your MLS, and that way you'll get access. But yeah, you can pull property reports straight from here. And then here, the next one over from CRS tax is tools and resource links. This is just going to give you quick links to any of our products. So it gives you a getting started with ConnectMLS link, open up a new workspace, tax CRS data, cloud CMA. Here you have a link to your BridgeMLS rules and regulations, and then some of our other products and resources here. And then a new workspace. So this allows you to multitask. So within ConnectMLS, you can open up 3 additional new workspaces and a whole new different web browser. Basically how this works is just, give you a brief example. Like if you're in here and you're conducting a search, and you get a call or you have to stop what you're doing to look up a listing or what have you, instead of getting off of this page from what you're doing, all you would have to do is click up here, new workspace, and it's going to open up a new workspace for you so you can conduct your business. Let's just say you just got a new client, you want to enter that client information, and you go in and click on My Clients. And then you start adding your clients, and then you thought, oh, okay, well, you know what? Don't want to leave this page, but I also want to work on adding my professional service partners. So you can open up a new workspace. brand new ConnectMLS, you go in and you just start updating your service partners here. And then again, it allows you to multitask. You enter your service partners, you click on the next tab over because you're working with your clients. Your next tab, you're working with the searches. So that's really cool. The next tab over is going to be the help and feedback. So this is going to give you the Help Center video tutorials. I'm going to click on Help Center, show you this real quickly because let me do a new share. So when I click on the Help Center, this is the dialog box that comes up. You can actually do a search, the knowledge base. So let's just say on your free time, like after class, you want to learn a little bit more, dig into ConnectMLS. I'm not going to show you how to do a map search. So let's just say that you're interested in learning how to do a map search today. You can just go in and type in map search. And then you'll see it'll give you a list of different topics that you can choose from. You can watch videos, you can do e-tips, and so forth. And also, like if you want to learn how to do automatic searches, you name it, you just type it in there and it's going to give you those list of topics. Also, there's an online manual, there's video tutorials, ConnectMLS updates. So that's really neat. Let's go back in. Okay, so if you guys can pay really close attention to this part, because this is where I'm going to talk about your agent branding. And that is going to be right on your profile picture. If you haven't set up your profile picture in ConnectMLS, I believe it's just going to show your initials, first and last name initials. But you're going to want to click on here. This is where you're going to find your settings. This is also where you're going to sign out. You'll never want to just X out of ConnectMLS. You'll want to go to your profile picture here and scroll down to sign out. But here is settings. So click on settings. And then what's really important, and this is where we get the most common errors in the system when it comes to agent branding, is that the business card here that you see is just going to be your basic information. This is just the information that's viewable by other ConnectMLS users. And when I say that, I mean like other agents going in and maybe doing a search for, you know, your name as an agent. This is the information that's going to come up. This is not the agent branding information. Where you're going to want to go in and update this information is under your personal information, modify my contact information, and online business card. This is also where you're going to change your password. You can modify your resume and bio and upload your photo as well. But going into modify my contact information and online business card, I'm going to click on that. Make sure you guys can see that. Okay. And so here you can put in your first and last name, your title, any additional languages spoken. If you speak more than one language, go ahead and put that in. That's so important. You could put in a, sorry. Oh, I didn't mute my. Sorry, guys, I didn't put my office phone on pause here. Let me do that real quick. You know what? I can do it from my cell phone. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So you can put in a primary email, a secondary email, and then I'll make sure I'm still on the right page. Okay. And then you can put in links to your website, any of your social media accounts, if you have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, any blogs, any feeds, your YouTube, put that all in there. And then your office information, your contact information, and then Then it'll update your online business card so other ConnectMLS users can see. And then here at the bottom, this could just show if you want to keep your business card. This part here is just for your other ConnectMLS users will see your display name, your primary email, your title, and your phone number. But if you want to remove any of these, you can. This is just to customize your business card. And then if you want to add anything, you can put that in there if you want. But definitely this top part here, this is where you're going to go and do your agent branding. And then once you're done entering all of your information, you just click on save. And then that's going to update this information, which is again just for other ConnectMLS users. But I wanted to show you here. I'm going to go back to the home page and then go over the client activity. And then I'll briefly go in over these widgets and then show you how to do a search. But the client activity basically is like what I like to refer to like the Facebook feed that you would see. So any automatic searches that you have going on with your clients, you're going to see that here. All the listings are going to post here. And then you can speak directly to your clients through here because, again, once you sign them up in the system as a new client, they're going to get their own portal. So let's just say with this particular client, you want to follow up with them. You can just go right to this feed, the client activity, and you can say, hi, are you interested in viewing this home? You know, you could put in like, I think you'll love it, blah, 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 and then just hit enter, and then it saves that information. Your client will then get notification that you sent them a message via the client portal, and they can log in and see that and then respond back to you. And you can see all of that communication here on this listing. So it's super, super neat. So let me go in and show you what that looks like under your client. So I'm going to go back here, click on my clients. That particular listing, I believe, is for Selena Gomez. So I'm going to go into Selena Gomez. And then this is what the dashboard looks like on our side. So if Selena went in on any of the listings and liked any of the listings, gave it a heart, you'll see it here stored in this little thumbnail. Any of the listings will be stored here. Automatic searches will be stored here. Your CMAs, flyers, referrals will be sent here. So when I said that you can go in and do set up your service partners to send referrals, if you want to send a referral, you just click on send referral through here, or at the bottom here, you can click on here and refer that service partner over to your client. This is going to get you looking so professional. You can create flyers, you can create CMA reports. Here we have some saved searches. And then to the left of the screen, you see your client information. But what I like about this is that at the top of the screen, you can view your client's portal. You can see what it looks like on their end. So if you click on View Portal, I'm going to show you what that looks like. This is what Selena Gomez is going to see. And so this is why I said, like, it's really important to go into ConnectMLS and set up your agent branding, like all of your contact information and so forth. Because there's going to be a little refer a friend link here, this little box. So of course, your client's going to love you. You're doing an amazing job. They're going to want to refer you out, and all they have to do is go into their client portal and click on that button and send your information over to their friends and family members. She has access to a mortgage calculator. Here are all the listings that were sent, her favorites, any that she's undecided. And so here, when she logs into her client portal, she'll see that you sent a message like, hi, are you interested in viewing this home? And she's going to say yes. Click yes, and then you'll see that here on this feed. And then, so this is her client portal. You'll see it. Let me go in and refresh this. On your end, you'll see that activity there. That's taken a while. Let me just go to the home page because you'll definitely see it on the client activity feed. So here's where you said, hi, you're interested in viewing this home? And she says yes. And then you could just keep on, you know, communicating, schedule it, sell it. And then let's go back into the client portal. Also, what I like about this is that, oh, here to the right of the screen, you see recommended services. So it says Carmen has not yet recommended any service partners. So if you did recommend a service partner, this is where she's going to find that information. It's going to be a list here. And then what she can also do, because, you know, I have been in the market for a home. I've worked with an agent, and I love my agent. My agent found me my home. However, late at night, scrolling on the internet, I, you know, start seeing these pop-ups for different homes, accidentally click on Zillow and start doing my own searches. In order to eliminate that, because you know your clients are doing it, tell them they can conduct their own searches within their client portal. So if they go into their client portal and click on search, which I'm going to do, they could enter their search criteria in this box and do their own search. You'll see the results here to the right, and then she can heart it. She can put a thumbs down. She could say maybe, or she can comment on that, and then on the dashboard, you could see, let me go back into Selena's, so you could see your view. You'll go in and check to see, like, you know, if she did any searches or she, you know, had a comment, you'll see it on the activity or add it to her favorites. You can see that, and then you can reach out to her and say, hey, I noticed that you did a search, and then go from there. So that's pretty much how that works on ConnectMLS when it comes to that client portal. There's so much more you can do, but I highly suggest taking my class, and then we can dive in a little bit deeper. But we're running close to the end. So showing time widget here to the left. If you have any showings that you need to have any feedback requested, any confirmed appointments that you've requested, or any confirmed appointments on your listings, you click on any of these links. This is going to take you directly to showing time so that you can manage your appointments. Again, you have your tools and resource widget here on the left of the screen, but again, you also have it at the top here. We went over that. It's going to be the same links. You'll hear us talk about this over and over because we really want you to succeed. We want you to be profitable. Getting violations and paying fines isn't going to get you profitable. So we want to make sure we give you those links to follow the BridgeMLS rules and regulations. So you can find it on most anywhere you go on any of the sites. So we have that quick link there. We have our blog, shortcuts. And to the right of the screen, we have our bulletin. So any new message that we send out, you're going to find that here. We send it out through via email. You'll see that here. So we just sent out an email just the other day about our new online application, any broker tour flyer. So I highly suggest going in and looking at those bulletins. I'll go over market activity because here I'm going to skip over that. If you have any automatic, I'll go back to that though. If you have any automatic searches that you set up for your clients, you can find that here in this quick widget. But remember, you can also find it up here under Prospecting Manager. Several different ways. You can click here, actually go into your client portal and find that, or this quick widget here. Let me pull up. So for the market activity here, so basically with this market activity, this is going to get you a quick snapshot of what's going on in the market. And then you could, so right now I have my number default to 1. So every day this is going to refresh and tell me the market that I'm watching, anything that's new, expired, any price changes, my hot list items sold or pending. But depending on your default number, and you can do that under your profile under settings. or through customized view. I'll show you how to do that. But let's just say, just for training purposes, you have your setup at 1, but you want to run a report and see what's happened like over the weekend. So like it's Monday and you want to see what happened over the 3-day weekend. You can change that 1 to 3, either hit enter or refresh. And then that's going to update your market activity and tell you in the past 3 days, any of the items on your list. And you can click on these, it'll take you directly to a spreadsheet view of those listings. If you want to customize your market activity so that you can put in the right area numbers and so forth. So you just click on customize view, this little pencil. I got to do a new share because that didn't show up. And then you get this dialog box come up. So here you can put in, either type in the class that you want on your market activity, or click on this little drop-down menu to the right and select your class. I'm just going to say, okay. Here you can put in your area numbers. Now, remember, if you don't know those area numbers, you can find those area numbers on our website. You can type those numbers directly in here, or you can click on this little magnifying glass with a little plus sign, click on that. It's going to give you a list of, let me do a new share. It's going to give you a list of the areas. So you see on the left of the screen, anything that's selected here on the left, that is the area on my market activity that I'm watching. If you want to remove any of these, you just click on the X. To the right, this is where you're going to see all of the areas that you can choose from. Anything red, that means it's already selected and over on the left side. You could go in and type in the area if you know it and do a search or just scroll. And then it's just simply just clicking on it. So like I'm going to click on Alameda to 280, click on that, and it's automatically going to bring that over here. And then you just hit OK. Once you hit OK, it's going to update your market activity as well. I'm going to take that off. And then let's go back in. Once you hit OK, it's going to refresh your market activity for those areas here. And that's pretty much how that works. Let me go in quickly and show you how to do a quick search. So you're going to go up into search, general search. Training purposes, I'm going to keep this really simple because you can do a search for many of things, but I'm going to do mine as residential. And then here are your filters. So you can choose your class. You could do a search, enter your data with the map on or off. If you choose to have your map on, I'm going to click on map on. You still have all the filters that you could add your data, but it's also going to show up on the map here. So I'm going to click on map off. So here, again, you could put in all of your information. Here are all the data sources that it's going to be pulling from. If you know specifically that you don't want to work with a particular MLS, you could just simply click on X and it's going to remove that data, that MLS source from your search. But in reality, I mean, you could just click in within the box and re-enter that MLS, but in reality, there's no real need to remove that because, you know, the more MLSs you have in your search, for me, the better, because I'm going to show you here. So right here at the top, this is going to show you your current matches, depending on your data. These are going to show you a summary of all the filters that have been applied. Here is your searches, your previous searches. So it's going to house the last 15 previous searches that you've done. Also, if you saved a search as a manual search, you can also click on manual search and add that. So if you click on the manual search, it's going to automatically do a search for that. And then your auto prospecting right next to that. So if you have any automatic searches for your clients, you can also find that here, rerun them, edit it, or delete it. I'm going to click on previous search and I'm going to load a previous search. So I'm going to click on that and it's automatically going to add all of that information. just because we're running out of time, I just kind of want to quickly go over this so I can show you the results page. So with my criteria here for Alameda, 1.2 million for a detached 2-1, kept all of my MLSs there, and then click on view results. Here is going to be the spreadsheet view of your results. You could click on these little blue locate on map. This is going to take you directly to the map that shows your listings. It shows you status, address, days on market, the area, listing price, square footage, bathroom, etc. If it had any HOA fees associated with it. It's also going to give you options to look at the pictures, any virtual tours, and then also it's going to tell you the source that it's pulling from. So you'll see here, if you just hover over that, it's BridgeMLS, MLS listings, Bay East, and so forth. Also, what I like about this right from the spreadsheet is this little additional information button. So if you click on that, it's going to give you, let me make sure you guys can see that. Okay. It's going to give you additional information for that particular listing. And here's what I really like about that. So if you want to run a property report and see the tax information, if you click on this link, it's going to take you automatically to that property report. You don't have to do any of the data entry. It does it for you. You can look at the listing and property history. You can send it to RPR. You could create a CMA report. You can look at the street side view, bird's eye view, print the listing. You can email the listing. If you email the listing, if you select email listing right from here, it's automatically going to email your client that you have sent them a listing. It's going to be a client-friendly report that's emailed to them, and then they can click on that email, the link within that email, and it takes them directly to their portal. Here you can add it to favorites, your payment calculator. This right here, Start a CMA, this is through ConnectMLS. Using Start a CMA, you would have to create a CMA from scratch. However, if you use Cloud CMA, these are templates already set up with your agent branding that I find more user-friendly. Driving directions, schedule a showing, or your corrections. And then let me go in and show you what the actual MLS report will look like. So if you click on, here's what the MLS report looks like. A little bit different from what you would see like on Paragon or any of our legacy reports, but it does have the confidential remarks, all the listing information, showing information. If you want to schedule a showing, you just click on that little link there. Property overview, features, all the information. If you want to see what this looks like, a client-friendly view, you just click on this little client-friendly view link button. Click on that little button there, that little orange button, and this is going to take out all the confidential remarks. Also to the top left-hand corner, I'm going to change this back to the agent view. This is a full detailed report, but here you have the option to pull if you choose to work with ConnectMLS because that's your system of choice, but you like the way the Paragon MLS report looks like, you can just click on that. It's going to it'll change it to a legacy report. Yeah, you have all your different reports that you can change that to. And then also it has that information button here as well. So if you click on that, it's going to give you a link to the property tax report, all of that information that I just told you from the spreadsheet there. So really, really easy access. So let's just go in. I'm going to show you real quick. So let's just say you want to save this report for an automatic search. All you would have to do is click on this little left button, all of these here. And to the top of the screen here, top right-hand corner, you're going to click on Save Search. So once you click on Save Search, it's going to ask you, let me make sure you guys can see that. Okay. It's going to ask you to select a client. If you select a client, it's going to be one that's already in the system that you've entered, or if it's a new client, you can add it in at that time. It's going to want you to give it a search name. And then at that time, if you click on there, it also shows you all of the filters that have been applied. Then at this time, you can save it as a manual search. So if you just want to save it as a manual search and run it at your convenience, or you can save it as an automatic search. Click on automatic search. It's going to open up another dialog box where you can assign this search to a client and run the report automatically for them where they can get their listings. But I do talk about that in my ConnectMLS Essentials class. I'm going to check the chat because I see a lot of probably comments are coming in, but because we're short on time, I'm going to go in and show you Paragon real quick, and then I'm going to stay behind Lynn starting at 2 o'clock and then answer questions in the chat here. But let's go into Paragon real quick. This is going to be a really quick overview. Usually I go into ConnectMLS a lot more detail because it's a newer system. Most everyone is familiar with Paragon and how it works. So I'll just go over the basic functionalities. Works very similar, just different ways to go in and find things versus ConnectMLS. But it does have a power search here at the top. So this is going to be your home page. You have your widgets on your home page again. And you have your message center here where you'll find different messages from us, alerts, any news. You have your toolbar here, your power search. So the power search works very similar to ConnectMLS, where you can enter an agent name, an address, an MLS number, you name it, you can enter it in here. However, it doesn't date and timestamp the way ConnectMLS does. So that would be the only difference. And then before I want to show you, this is the help. At the top of the screen, I don't know if I went too far. Here at the top right-hand corner of the screen, you click on Help. This is where you're going to find the Help Center. The Help Center looks just like this, like I showed you on the PowerPoint presentation. You click on any of these thumbnails, and there's going to be either recorded webinars on how to do these functions or step-by-step instructions with screenshots. So this is really cool. So just make sure you go into the help site if you want to dig in a little bit more. Also, so here, go over the toolbar quickly. So under the home, this is going to reroute you back to the home page. Here is going to be where you conduct a search. You could do a search by class here. You could do specialty searches or look up any of your saved searches. Here's where you're going to add any of your listings. So if you have a listing, you would just click on this tab here. Depending on what class it is, you'll select that and then go and do your data entry. CMA, this is going to take you to CMA presentation through Paragon. This is not Cloud CMA. I'm a huge advocate, you've heard me say it over and over, of Cloud CMA, only because the templates are so nice and I love the agent branding. It's so user-friendly. If you go through Paragon, you'll have to start from scratch. And for me, it's just not as pretty. But Paragon does give you the option to do your CMA reports through them. This is going to be your contacts. So if you want to go in and add any contacts, view and manage your contacts, you can do that here. Financial tools you have available. So you have your mortgage calculators, etc. here. Tax. So this is going to take you again directly to the CRS data system. So if you click on that, it's going to take you to CRS data where you can do your property reports. Here we have some membership reports. Resources. This is going to give you quick links to several different resources. So you have your MLS access. If you want to log into ConnectMLS, if you're in Paragon, you can do that. Here's Cloud CMA down here. if you want to go into Cloud CMA and create a report. The most important thing is, like, if you're in your smartphone or you're in your iPad using Paragon, click on resources and then scroll down to Paragon Connect. And that's going to give you the mobile version of Paragon Connect. So that's under resources and Paragon Connect here. Preferences. Okay, pay attention to this, guys. Under preferences, do these two things, okay, for your agent branding and for what we call the collaboration center. That's going to work very similar to the client portal in ConnectMLS. Okay, so go under preferences and then go to system to the right under preference wizard, click on that. This is where you can do your agent branding, okay? It's going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to customize the Paragon system to better, it'd be more useful for you. So you just click on start, and then it's going to tell you to upload a photo or remove it. It's going to give you step-by-step instructions, and then you just click on next. And just keep clicking next, updating what you want to update, but this is going to allow you to do all of your agent branding information. So I'm going to close that. And then under help, not under help, back under preferences. So I just showed you preference wizard, go into the collaboration center. This is also going to help you with your agent branding. So you just click on start. There's only 7 steps. So you can put in your agent name, your primary number, your email, to display your web page, your social media links, and so forth. So you just click next, next, and next, and the last page is going to tell you to save it, and you just click save, or you can go back and make some edits. But this is a really important thing to do. So I really highly recommend going to the Help Center and then going under Preferences and going in under Preference Wizard and the Collaboration Center, Preference Wizard, and updating those two, if anything. Okay, so let's go over, we'll do the quick search to the left. If you guys want to just do a very quick search, you have the very basic information, just the zip, class, city, MLS, area, status, bath and bedrooms, and price, and click on search. This is a really neat thing because if you go into the search at the top, residential, there's going to be a whole bunch of other tabs. If you just want to do a really quick search, you can utilize this widget here. You can also load the last quick search. So if you conducted a search earlier in the day and you want to just rerun that search, you can select any of these, click on it, it's going to load it, or a save search. And then to the right of the screen, this is the market monitor again. So it's going to tell you anything new, expired, price changes, hot list, etc. Also, this can be edited as well. So within this box where it says Market Monitor, to the right, you see this little edit widget. It's like a little wheel. If you click on that, make sure you guys can see that. Okay. You click on that. You can enter your class, the type, your area number, the city. Scroll down. Here you can put your days back default. So right now I have mine set at 7. And then again, you can manually enter that information by clicking in the box and typing, or you can click on this little magnifying glass, click on that, and it's going to give you a list of classes that you can search from or select, and then select it and click save. I'm going to hit cancel. If you know the area number, you can type it in here. If you want to remove any of the area numbers, you can just simply click on X. Here at this magnifying glass, this is going to give you all of the area numbers that you can choose from. You can do a search for your area number, and once you find it, you just click on it and then click save, and it's going to add it to your market monitor. Once you've adjusted everything, then you could just click save and it's going to refresh your page. Pretty much very similar to ConnectMLS. And then here you have your showing time widgets, just like ConnectMLS. So if you have any appointments that you need to confirm, any feedback, you just click on any of these links and it'll take you directly to your showing time. So here's your contact activity. This is what we call the collaboration center. So you know how on ConnectMLS it had it in the middle of the page here. It was nice and big right in front of your face. Paragon has it here on the bottom right-hand corner. No problem. This is where you can find it. Any activity that you have in your with your clients, you'll see that information here, just a little bit different from ConnectMLS. For me, using ConnectMLS, if you're managing a lot of clients, I think that would be one of the reasons why you would pick ConnectMLS versus Paragon. But the Collaboration Center, again, it's really, really great. In my Paragon Essentials class, I go over how to set up your Collaboration Center and what that looks like during that class. You also have your calendar here to the right, Paragon News to the left, and you have your message center here. And then at the very top, you have an additional toolbar. You have access to ConnectMLS, your member portal, that aerial locator that I talked about on the website. My events and training class, we have instructional videos. Here's the link to the BridgeMLS rules and regulations. You want to run some quick stats. This link is really, really helpful. I suggest you guys go in there and play with that. Your area maps also, there's a quick link for that, and your member applications. So that's really helpful. So let me go in and show you a quick search. So we're going to click on search at the top of the screen. For training purposes and time-saving purposes, I'm going to click on residential. And then I'm also going to do here, I'm going to load the last search. But here you have your primary criteria. We can enter just as much information. The more information you can put in, it helps drill down on your client's needs. You have 3 containers in Paragon. So you have your primary criteria. We scroll down, you see these 2 blue bars, your secondary criteria and advanced criteria. So if you scroll over to the right of that box, it's going to click on that arrow and it's going to open up that box. So your second criteria is going to go over the featured. So this is basically going to be like your client's wish list. So anything that the clients say that their home must have or must not have, you can put those items in these fields. Also is where you're going to find your ADU information here that you can plug in. And then the advanced criteria, this is where you can do, just open that up. You can do a search for public or confidential remarks here. And so I'm just I'm gonna load my last search. So here at the top of the screen, you can load a save search or my last search. So I'm gonna just click on my last search. So I did a search in Oakland for all active, 950,000 price range, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and I think that's all I put on here. And then I'm going to click on search. And then I have 5 results. So this is going to be the spreadsheet view of your search. I'll go over quick differences between the ConnectMLS and Paragon spreadsheet. So here you have your MLS number, but it doesn't give you that quick link to look at it on a map. Do you have the city, the status, the listing price, days on market, any HOA fees, square footage, the address, all of your information you put in, the area number, and so forth. But it doesn't have, you see to the right all the way, it doesn't show you what MLS report it's coming from, and it doesn't give you like quick access to pictures and virtual tours. So that's a difference here that that you'll notice. However, when I talked about in my PowerPoint presentation, like my favorite, so there's an actions button here. So any of these listings, if you want to get additional information, the way we did with ConnectMLS, if you click on actions, so I'm just going to click on this particular, just the first listing here, and click on actions. There we go. I had to click on it twice. Yeah, you can see it. Love, 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 love the actions button, because for this listing, because I've talked about Cloud CMA so much, you would think I work for Cloud CMA, but I don't, but I just love it. So it gives you the history, gives you the map. If you want to see what it looks like on the map. If you just want to print a flyer for this listing, you can pull a property report from Cloud CMA. The property report is basically a agent branded MLS report. So instead of sending them like the basic MLS report, the way it looks, you can send them an MLS report with all of the MLS information, with all of your branded information, community reports, but then also this CRS data. Look at this. You can pull comparables. It did the work for you just for that particular listing. If you want to see the comparables in CRS data, you click on that. If you want to see the demographics, map of the property report, you just click on that. Here's disclosures IO, which is that needs to be changed to home light. Yeah, all of these here, and showing time if you want to click on that and schedule a showing, and then the super key box setting report. So the actions button, I love, 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 love. Let's go in and show you what that MLS report looks like. So here you can actually click on the MLS number. It takes you directly to that MLS report. But to the right of the screen here, this little green button, reports, if you just want to go ahead, you know what report you want to pull, you can just click on reports, and then here are all of the reports that you can choose from. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to close that and just actually click on this MLS number. And then this is what the, this is a particular report. It's called the Agent 2 page. It's one of our newest reports. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. Has all of the information, showing information, public remarks, confidential remarks. It also has the actions button. So let's just say this particular listing you want to send to your client. You just click on actions. And I highly suggest doing the proper report and sending it to them that way. If you have a correction to report, you just click on that corrections button here. And then if you need to, if you're going to send this report and you're not using Cloud CMA, that's fine. But you can also share this link with a collaboration link and email it to your client, or you can post it like on your social media, your websites, however. If you use the collaboration link, it's automatically going to save that report and it's going to convert it to a client-friendly report. But you still have your reports button here. So if you want to look at how that client report looks, you just click on reports, the green button to the right, scroll down, client report, and then it's going to change it and just have all of the non-agent information on there. And that really is all that I have for the basic functionalities of Paragon and ConnectMLS. I do highly suggest taking my class, and that way I can drill down further. We can do an actual search together, go in and enter a contact, go in and show you how to do your automatic searches, set up your collaboration center, and so forth. I am going to let Lynn go in. She'll be taking over here soon. But I'm going to stay around just for a bit. I'm going to, some of the information that I said I was going to add to the chat, I'll add it. And then answer a few questions. So I'm going to be here in the background for some time. Let me